Hey, 80s here. Let's talk music streaming. The music streaming service is much different to the video streaming scene. While services for TV and movies typically always have exclusive content, with that content being the main selling point, music streaming services typically try to grab customers with new features, higher audio quality, etc. It is extremely rare that an artist is exclusive to one streaming service, although your favorite artist might have some exclusive hardware. So you might be wondering then, which service is the best? If all of these services have the same content, which one do I pick? So today, I'll be reviewing most of the top streaming services for music. I'll be looking at their features, what sets them apart, their pricing, and also how much they pay artists. I'll also be focusing on the paid tier of every service here. None of the free tiers are very good. On screen now are the services I'll be looking at today, and we're going to start off with Spotify. Spotify is a staple in the music streaming industry. Spotify Premium starts at just $12.99 a month with other family and student discounts available, and has apps for Android, iOS, PlayStation, Xbox, smart TVs, Windows, and Mac. Spotify is very average for a music streaming service. There isn't any hi-fi plan for audiophiles yet. There's no real standout features, apart from maybe shared listening. All the basics you'd expect, like lyrics and downloads, are available though. However, Spotify has another selling point that none of these other services could implement even if they really wanted to. The community on Spotify is absolutely unmatched compared to other streaming services. There are playlists for every single mood you could think of. Running, studying, reproducing, when you have no pictures. I really mean every mood you could think of. However, while Spotify is a great service, it isn't without its flaws. In fact, Wikipedia has an entire article dedicated to the criticism of Spotify. I'm not talking like, a little subheading on the main Wikipedia page. No. An entire article. Next up, Apple Music. If you're deeply involved in the Apple ecosystem, I'm talking iPhone, iPad, MacBook, HomePod, Apple Watch, Apple Music is probably the best option for you. Apple Music is $11.99 a month with family and student discounts available, and has apps for iOS, Android, Windows, macOS, and Apple TV. Apple Music is a very easy service to get sucked into, seeing as if you buy a HomePod, AirPods, or Beats headphones, they all come with an extended trial of Apple Music, enough for you to get hooked onto the service and make you unable to live without it. Apple Music does have some very compelling features for those in the Apple ecosystem though. Lossless and Dolby Atmos audio is available at no extra cost. It has a much better lyric system than Spotify, and Apple Music has really nice integration with Siri and other Apple services. Apple has linked Apple Music into iOS, watchOS, tvOS, and macOS better than Spotify or any other service ever could. Apple Music also has shared listening like Spotify through FaceTime using SharePlay, and integrates music you've purchased or synced through iTunes with your Apple Music library. You'll notice I'm talking very highly of Apple Music specifically on Apple-made devices. As soon as you move out of that bubble of iPhone, it becomes a lot more average. No support for spatial audio or lossless playback, and Windows even requires you to use iTunes. You'll still get access to most of the basic features though. Next up, YouTube Music. Surprisingly, it's not too bad. It's $14.99 a month with YouTube Premium included, and has apps for most platforms. Lyrics are available, but unfortunately they aren't synced, and the free plan lets you select any song, provided you don't feel like locking your device while you're playing music. YouTube Music has a big advantage in terms of the song catalog. Basically any song you can think of, from the biggest artists to some of the most obscure independent artists. What the fuck? Anything you could think of, from big artists to the smallest, most obscure independent artists, are probably available on YouTube. You can also upload up to 100,000 of your own songs from a computer to your Google account to play on any device. YouTube also has a lot of public playlists, similar to Spotify. YouTube Premium though is the most expensive option on the list, and I wouldn't recommend it over any of these other services unless you have a big library of your own content and you want to mix that in with, streaming, or if you already have YouTube Premium and don't really want to add another subscription to that endless number that you will have. Amazon Prime Music. It's a bit strange. It's included with Amazon Prime, making it the cheapest at just $7 a month with student and family plans available. And it's also the service with the most value, as it includes all the other perks of Amazon Prime. However, the base version that comes with Prime only has 2 million songs, which might sound like a lot, but it pales in comparison to the 80 million songs on the likes of YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. And it's never the songs you want. Not all of my playlist is playable through Prime Music, and you can only stream in standard definition. You can subscribe to Amazon Music Unlimited for full access to the catalog, HD streaming, and spatial audio for just $11.99 a month. It has everything you'd expect from a streaming service, like live lyrics, downloads, cross-platform apps, etc. The only thing is the app isn't too great. I personally don't like it. But if that's not a big problem for you, Amazon Music might be a viable option. Alright, now let's talk about how well these streaming services pay their artists. At the top of the list is actually Apple. According to Apple, they pay artists 1 cent per stream. Streaming isn't the biggest moneymaker if you're a smaller artist. Next is Amazon Prime Music at about $0.004 per stream. Then Spotify at about $0.003 per stream. And YouTube Music at $0.002 per stream. Now, the best streaming service, it really depends on your circumstances. If you're deeply integrated into the Apple ecosystem, then obviously Apple Music is the best one for you. If you already have YouTube Premium and don't want to add another subscription to your credit card bill, then just go with YouTube Music. If you already have Amazon Prime and all the songs you want are available with Prime Music, then just go with Prime Music. I personally wouldn't suggest subscribing to Amazon Music Unlimited, but you do you. Personally, I'm a Spotify user. Honestly, if you don't need like a lot of features and you just kind of need the basics, then just go with Spotify. You've also got that chance of, all your friends are probably on Spotify and you can, send your playlists in exchange and do shared listening and all that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.